can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Set. UAT. 54. Mike. 54.
Now a first down throw. Watson finds his tight end Ingram. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now it's Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey. You. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check down and go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70, Indy. 80 weapons. Switch. Showing up. Alert 3. Hey, Delta. Right up.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Slam. Recon, 132 fighter. Under 10. Check 4. 5.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator. Hey, exit.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Ready up. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Smooth. Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Kill. Look. Squeeze. You go tight. You got tight right there. Check. Lucky. Check 50.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Check hot. You draw quarters. 54. Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's caught. Cooper. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. No chance. Check. Hey, echo. Tighten up.
They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Let's go. Let's go.
On 2nd and 1, Watson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On first down, Gaston, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We got 4. We got 4. Tighten down. There you go. Tight dog. Tight 54. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Mike. Push him back.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Matchbox lights.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, wahoo! 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Watch twist. Watch twist. Topper. Joker. 36.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And his first carry, he loses the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They'll drop the throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Pilot, 64, weak. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. He's coming. Gone. He's coming. Double up. Watch the safety creek. 3. 218. Chop it. Slam. Get it.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Chubb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Watson now to throw. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 11. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
18 games. Yes. You're out. Check. Wide. Get wide. Rush in. 22 jet bombers. Leo. Hey, Charlie.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Watch out. 6-6, pull it high. Mike 54. Let's go. Hey, lock it. Bang.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch made by Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To throw is Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Mike 54. Go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert! 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Check tight.
Again, it's Watson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. They'll run on 1st down. Gaston, and he's brought down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
General West. 56, right there, 56. Let's get the ball. Hey, Sam off. Watch the whip.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They run, shove, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
56, check 56. Rabbit.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Right there, 56. Check. Go. Mike 56, Mike 56. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Rock it. Check. Look at me, zipper. Kill. Turn up. Hey, box drop. He's checking. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's get this. Put it down. Check, Mike. 54.
From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Watson on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Let's go, Pete.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here I come. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. So we got man.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check safety. Motion.
Throwing again is Watson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Here we go.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field. And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Under trust, under. Hard. Begin. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch twist.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 56.
Hit it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
54. Come on, let's go. Kill.
61, Matchbox Lights.
Now Chubb running right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Safety's creeping.
Hey, exit. Big rip.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
At the Texans' 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
I'm going to run you over. Check 26, check 26.
Topper, topper.
Shoot.
They go.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Yep.
56, the muck boy, 56.
They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Alert! Check right 33, check right 33. Come on, D!
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, 31! I got motion man. Me. I got Delta. Go.
Now it's Watson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down. Down incomplete.
Let's go!
Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
In your face.
Hey, check 24. Check.
Pilot. 64. Weak.
Switch. 25. Check 25.
Snap.
A give running right is Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Hey, orbit.
Shit.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Shit. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Jack.
Gone. Get it.
Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the curl. He's coming. We got double.
Go out. Ready.
A give. This is Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Yeah.
Chubb on the counter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Back to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Manning. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
10 Lobo.
I'm coming.
Hey, Echo. Keep dribbling.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Manning. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Manning finds his tight end Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's got it, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now Manning to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
Bravo.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Working from the gun. Manning feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jalen Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw is Manning, and it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy